Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of Tom's World. Today we are back in Neshaminy State Park. We're going to go check on the progress of the garden as per usual. And this will probably be just a short video. I know I say that all the time and then it winds up not being. But more than likely this one will. Because I actually just made a video which you may have seen that went up yesterday. And this is actually the same day. But you people are in the future for me right now. So anyway. We're going to go check on the garden. We're going to see how things are blooming, and then we're going to get out of here. So let's get in the garden and check it out. All right, so we're going to go in here, and yes, this time I will make sure that I do get some footage of the chessboard. I know my last video here, it was requested. She had said she missed seeing it. So as a matter of fact, we're going to go straight to the chessboard. How about that? As I mentioned before, we now have two benches, place to sit in the garden. And here it is, the chessboard. The grass is all still here and thriving. It's not like riddled with a bunch of weeds and stuff like that, unlike the surrounding air quote grass. I mean, this is mostly weeds and stuff like that. I've even seen traces of bamboo growing in these grassy areas. In these grassy areas. There you go. Important to speak correctly. Especially on your YouTube channel. So we have the chessboard. There's this, I think this is just a weed or something over there. I don't know. It's growing out of a stump. So it might be the same thing, just regrowing. Or something new that grew inside of it. Wisteria bush, still doing good. It's got some flowers on here. That's cool. Wasn't expecting to see them just yet. But speaking of flowers, look at this. Wow. And it's my favorite color too. Love purple. I even got a little baby one down here. These hostas, they never cease to amaze me. And despite how dry things have been, the volunteers have been very diligent in coming here and watering. Two columbines with a hosta between them. Ferns around the other side. This bush, I forget what it's called. Got Solomon seal growing over here. It's all looking pretty good, pretty healthy. Something's been chomping on some of the leaves, but mostly it's doing pretty good. And then the raised bed garden. The black-eyed Susans finally started having their flowers. Still having their problem with the leaves, but at least the flowers are growing. It's a good thing. The phloxes are floxing. Cone flowers. This black-eyed Susan plant is doing much better. Actually grew up taller than the other two. But they're the same, they come from the same day, the same store, everything. Columbine taking over here. That's good though. That means next year there's going to be that much more flowering when it happens. They only flower once a year. And then over in the reflecting pool, coreopsis and stuff. And in the fountain, the bleeding hearts. Only a couple of them have flowers on them. I'm not sure what the flowering rate is for that. But the ferns in the back seem to be doing pretty good. They're still small, but they're new. And then the new tree, that actually looks like it's been watered today, because you can see how it's darker around in the middle. The other day I was watering some of the newer trees in here that came in at the same time that this did, but I didn't have time to get to the ones back here, so I guess somebody did that today. It was interesting learning how to drive the tractor and you know, for the first time be shown how to work the water buffalo motor and all that. Not very difficult, just interesting, different, something new. The playing cards look great. It was mentioned by one of the other volunteers that, you know, maybe we might want to try to dig stuff up and try to put them back together. But I had explained, I knew back when I hand dug out the dirt in between, like inside the spades, and I kneaded the soil and everything by hand and removed all the roots of everything that was growing in there. I had the opportunity to do it then, but they're not fitting together perfectly, almost like the concrete or whatever is like out of shape or something. So I think we're better off just leaving it this way anyway. Not my call anymore though, because I'm no longer a volunteer, as you all know. But I like this. You can see it's like almost like it was a piece from a different one, and that could be, you know, because a lot of them are in pieces. That one's missing the point, and you can see that doesn't really line up. But from far away, you don't see any of that really. But they still look awesome. A lot of work went into this entire garden. And to the volunteers, I say thank you for your hard work and efforts. People love this place. People talk about it all the time when they're in here. Some people will ask for directions for the garden, and then they'll be like, hey, wait a minute, aren't you Tom? Like, yeah, that's me. Stuff over here at the little pond. Everything doing pretty good over here. It's weird, the sun's not out. Like a bunch of overcast. It'll be back out before I get out of the park, I'm sure. But anyway, and then there's these flowers here too. I think they flower eventually. Don't know what they are, I forget. But all in all, everything's doing great. So I guess that wraps this one up, and I guess it was a short video, short-ish. And yeah, so we'll wrap it up as soon as this helicopter's done flying by. Get a lot of helicopters, like low flying helicopters around here. Must be like a launch pad or something near here. Anyway, I will continue to wrap this up. So thank you again for joining me on this entire journey of this garden, as well as this particular video. And if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. After you do that, make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified as soon as I upload videos. And they've been coming out about one a week. This week is the exception because we have two. And yeah. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell. If you could do me a favor, make sure you hit that thumbs up button right below the video. That would help me greatly with the YouTube algorithm. I'm looking to get to 1,000 subscribers, as I have mentioned many times, and I'm well on my way. I'm under 200 subscribers away from that. So I thank you all for subscribing and for sticking with me and for commenting on my videos. All the supportive comments you've given me have not gone unnoticed. As you know, like every comment that's on there, I at least give a thumbs up on or comment on if need be, and I've appreciated at every step of the way. All the compliments that the other volunteers and I have gotten on this garden, we really appreciate it. And for the local people, we thank you for all your support, and through the support of the fundraiser that we had going on, That money has come in very handy for the volunteers, and I know they appreciate each and every one of you, as do I. Anyway, all that being said, long-winded, I'm going to get out of here. I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and take care.